Hi everyone. This video is obviously in Last Jedi spoiler territory, so if you don't want to hear the spoilers, turn the video off right now. So basically, first of all, we've got this thing about Darth Vader being hidden in the Last Jedi poster, but as well as that, we've got this whole thing about Rey apparently being to do with royalty and her being a princess. So here is a quote from Adam Driver, who plays Kylo Ren.
You have also the hidden identity of this princess who's hiding, who she really is so she can survive, and Kylo Ren and her hiding behind these artifices. Driver says, apparently dropping a massive revelation about Rey's royal origins.
So, remember, in Star Wars The Old Republic, there was basically this planet called Debrillion, and this planet was basically ruled by royalty. I know the Old Republic isn't canon anymore, but I believe what I'm about to say might be the start of making certain things canon again. So, um, basically, Risha Drayan, she is the royal queen of Jabrillion. Well, she was, I should say. But basically, she neglected her royal duties and instead went on the run with a smuggler. And that smuggler is the one that you play as in Star Wars The Old Republic, if you choose that class. And that smuggler is also known as the Void Tamer. This is just a character that somebody has made up here, called Jack Conjin. But this is just one example of a male Void Tamer. So, or a male smuggler, if you like. So what if Rey was somehow related to Risha and the Void Tamer? After all, Rey starts with an R and Risha starts with an R. But what if Risha and the Void Tamer were Rey's great 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 grandparents or something like that? You could go even deeper into this. You could say, oh, Snoke might be Nock Drayan, who was Risha's father. But that's very unlikely because Snoke has the Force and Nock Drayan didn't. I know Snoke likes money, just like Nock Drayan, but I think that's going in the wrong territory, to be honest. But anyway, I'm just trying to not look at the obvious. Because the obvious theory that people have come up with is that Rey is related to Leia because, after all, Leia was a princess. But, to me, that just seems too obvious. Even this, Last Jedi, new Japanese poster has come out. And, you can see, the good side, the light side, with Luke and the blue, and then you can see the evil side, the dark side, with Kylo Ren and the red. So this poster is really symbolic, because it's almost like Rey is in the middle of the light and the dark, because this is one side, and then Rey is in the center of it all. She has to decide if she wants to go fully dark or fully light, or whether she just wants to be in between, like a grey Jedi almost. So, even the symbolism that is on this Last Jedi calendar is almost exactly the same. You have Luke, the light, on one side, and then you have Kylo Ren, the dark, on the other side, and then again you have Rey in the center or the middle. I mean, obviously this is like echoing like Luke holding up the lightsaber in the New Hope poster. Um, but yeah, you can see the correlations between like some of the Captain America Civil War pictures. Like, I mean, Luke's almost like Captain America with the blue, and then Kylo's almost like Iron Man with the red. Do you see that? So, I mean, yeah, most of these Hollywood movies like follow a three-act structure and a thing called the hero's journey. I mean, even like most TV shows do that as well. But I mean, sometimes I just think it's more creative if you like try and deviate from the hero's journey and the three-act structure. I mean, otherwise it just becomes a remix or a redux. No, I don't think Snoke is the Void Tamer, because that would be stupid, because the Void Tamer didn't even have Force powers. Like, apart from, like, when he defeats Valkorion in Knights of the Eternal Throne, like, he somehow randomly gets Force powers temporarily. Um, but we won't go too much into that. So, basically, we have these Rakatan mind traps that I think Snoke might use on Rey. Like, so he can trap her real mind so that he can take over her mind. Like, because I reckon Snoke has something to do with the Rakatans. Because he's so ancient. Like, he must have been around at the time of the Infinite Empire. Like, just imagine if that was the bit before the opening crawl of The Last Jedi. That would be totally shocking and unexpected for many Star Wars fans. Like, just like a flashback to the Infinite Empire time. That's what I mean.
One of the Rakata's most interesting innovations was the Mind Prison, which was a peculiar box that trapped the mind of its victim. Self-aware droids and computers were also one of their achievements. Terraforming machines were also frequently used to modify a conquered world's climate, geology, flora and fauna to meet the builder's needs.
So it's actually called a mind prison, but yeah, it does trap the mind. So these things are called star maps, and I think they're Rakatan technology, if I remember rightly. And for those who don't know, and for those not familiar with the Old Republic, the Rakatans are basically one of the most ancient civilizations in the Star Wars galaxy. So, in Knights of the Old Republic, the video game, the player has to go around various planets collecting these various star maps. So, I would find it absolutely brilliant if, like, Rey had to go round various different planets, collecting these star maps, or something similar to these star maps, anyway. But if they do that, then I very much doubt that it would be in this current trilogy. They will probably wait until like the next trilogy to do that, if they ever do it at all. And of course, it depends whether Rey survives or not. Yeah, just imagine a ghost Rey. That would be. I mean, yeah, it would work, but it would be a bit weird because we're used to seeing old people ghosts like Yoda and Obi-Wan, like the Alec Guinness Obi-Wan. And of course, like the Anakin ghost from the original version of Return of the Jedi, and not the Hayden Christensen Special Edition one. But we're not going too much into that. So, basically, what if Snoke was revealed to be Darth Malak and the Darth Malak theme started playing? That would be absolutely awesome. So obviously, those who are familiar with the Knights of the Old Republic video game will know that at the end of the game, you have to use Revan to defeat Darth Malak. Now, wouldn't it be absolutely awesome if, in episode 8 or 9, Luke had a duel with Snoke, or Rey had a duel with Snoke, and it plays this Darth Malak theme at the same time? Just imagine how amazing that would be. I mean, it would be even more amazing if, like, Bastila was actually related to Rey. So let's have a listen to this very important line that Luke says in the Last Jedi trailer.
This is not going to go the way you think.
This is not going to go the way you think. Maybe that is Luke's warning to Rey. Like, maybe he's saying that about, like, her training. Like, or it could just be, like, some sort of, like, subliminal thing to the fans, like, saying, like, oh, this is not going to go the way you think. It's not going to be exactly the same as Empire Strikes Back. Or it's not going to have, like, the amount of Old Republic references that you're expecting. Like, having said that, I was very impressed by the Old Republic references in Rogue One. What with the Hammerhead ships, and I think those Sith Stalker ships? Is that what they're called? Because I think they're or is it TIE Striker? Yeah, I think those designs are similar to the Sith Empire fighters, aren't they? I mean, I do love the occasional fan service, but sometimes it can go too far. Like, I mean, obviously, like, I love the fact that Mark Hamill is trolling people on Twitter. But anyway, I mean, I love this new green and black chocolate advert because I think it's really symbolic. Because first of all, like, you have the V for the fifth age of the Bible and the fifth angel known as Satan. And then the green, that's got to do with Revelation 6. Which is to do with this fourth horseman coming, known as Death, and it's got to do with this pale horse, because a lot of people think it's a pale green horse. Anyway, and the black, that's got to do with the time of darkness coming. So, these wolves come after the Rev 12 woman in this advert, just like the wolves coming after Lara Croft, because obviously Lara Croft represents the Rev 12 woman.
Not everything is as dark as it seems. New Green and Black's Velvet Edition, a range of sumptuous...
Hi, Horace.